Hi everyone and welcome back to Sprinkle with Paper. Today we're going to be making an easy 2-layer St. Patrick's Day cake topper. To get started, we're going to head on over to Cricut Design Space and we're going to open up a new project. Click on the text box and type in the word love. We're going to be replacing the O with a 4-leaf clover, but for now we're just going to use the O as a place marker. Now we're going to go up to fonts and we're going to search for Arial Black. This is one of my favorite fonts when working with block letters, and it's also nice because it's a free font found here on Cricut Design Space. Now we're going to search for our 4-leaf clover by going over to Images and typing in clover. There are so many clovers to choose from, but I'm going to choose this one right here. And even though there's writing on it, once I go back over to my project page, I'll be able to get rid of that. Now to get rid of the writing on my clover, I'm just going to go over where I can see all of the layers. And I'm going to click the I where it says pen, and it will make it disappear. Now to replace the O with the clover, I just need to ungroup the letters of the word love. So I'm going to click on ungroup, and then all the letters will be separated, so then I can just delete the O, and then I can replace the O with the clover. Now I'm just going to use the little arrow tool to reposition the clover. Then I'll just move each of the letters. Before welding, I'm going to duplicate my clover. Now once I have the copy, I'm going to highlight the word and the clover, and I'm going to click weld. So now the word love with the clover, this black part, this is the base of my cake topper. And then I could reposition the clover, the green part, on top. So this is what makes it 2 layers. If I tried to just cut out the letters LVE and then glued the single clover on top, it would have made the cake topper way too flimsy. It wouldn't have worked. So that's why we need to make a base, so then we'll have a nice stable cake topper. Now we just need to resize the cake topper, which I actually am not going to change the size because I'm happy with the 7.6 width. And then once you're ready, you can click Make It. Once on the cut page, we're going to see 2 mats, the black and the green. So for both of these, we're going to be using a glitter cardstock material. So to select the cut material, we're just going to go over to Browse All Materials, and we're going to search for glitter cardstock. And then once we find it, we'll just click Done. The glitter cardstock I'll be using today is the Recollections brand. This brand is from Michaels and it's my go-to for cake toppers. It's nice and thick and the glitter doesn't shed at all. Now when placing your cardstock on the mat, it's important to make sure that this pesky little sticker here is in one of the corners that you will not be cutting over because you don't want this on the back of your cake topper. There is a way to get it off, but it's kind of a pain, so if you can and you have this space, I always say just try not to cut over it. Now just use masking tape to secure your cardstock to the mat to make sure it doesn't shift, and then load it into your machine. Now for my green cardstock, this is also a Recollections brand, but it's a different type. So it's not quite as thick as the gold, which is fine because we're just using it as a layering piece. So it doesn't need to be as thick, and it's actually better that it's not so our cake topper doesn't become too heavy. I will have the style numbers for both of these cardstocks down in the description. Now to assemble our cake topper, all we need to do is hot glue the clover onto our word love. we need to do is attach our stick. This is a food grade stick that I found on Amazon, and I've also purchased them at Hobby Lobby, so I will link both of them down in the description. But basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking for the highest point. We want to be covering as much surface area of our cake topper with our stick to make it the most stable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it behind the clover, because this is actually not only the highest point, but it's also the heaviest part, because this is where we have the 2 layers. And there you have it, a simple 2-layer St. Patrick's Day cake topper. This topper would be perfect if you were throwing a bridal shower or a baby shower during the month of March, or if you just wanted to let someone in your life know you feel lucky to have them. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I feel so lucky to have you all here, and until next time, happy crafting.